Imagine a classroom where the walls breathe stories of struggle and triumph, where a single mentor's whisper ignited fires in the hearts of countless students. This isn't just a tale of teaching, it's a legacy etched in the lives of generations. Meet Mr. Thompson, who taught math in a crumbling school on the edge of a forgotten town, where hope was as scarce as resources. His students battled more than equations. They faced poverty, self-doubt, and a community that had nearly given up on dreams. One rainy afternoon, a student named Maya came to class, her eyes heavy with the weight of a world that told her she wasn't enough. The school's broken windows rattled with the storm, but inside, Mr. Thompson's voice was steady. He didn't just hand out formulas, he handed out belief. Instead of traditional lectures, he transformed lessons into puzzles, turning abstract numbers into stories, each problem a challenge to conquer, a mountain to climb. When Maya struggled, he didn't give answers. He asked questions that made her think deeper. What if the problem isn't the numbers, but the way you see them, he said. He introduced a unique strategy, the failure map, a visual chart where students tracked mistakes not as defeats, but as milestones on their path to understanding. This shifted their mindset from fear of failure to curiosity and resilience. Weeks turned into months, and slowly, Maya's confidence grew. She began helping peers, her laughter echoing where silence once reigned. Mr. Thompson's classroom became a sanctuary where every mistake was a step forward, every struggle a shared journey. His impact rippled beyond grades. It rebuilt self-worth. Years later, Maya returned, not as a student, but as a mentor herself, carrying forward the failure map tradition to a new generation facing their own battles. The cycle continued, each mentor inspired by the last, each student transformed by the belief that obstacles are invitations to grow. What can you take from Mr. Thompson's story? First, transform how you view failure. Track it, learn from it, and let it guide you. Second, seek mentors who ignite your curiosity and challenge your perspective. And if you're in a position to lead, remember that your approach to teaching and encouragement can echo far beyond the immediate moment, shaping lives you may never meet. The true power of mentorship lies not in immediate success, but in the resilience and growth it cultivates across lifetimes. So when you face your next challenge, ask yourself, not just how to solve it, but how to transform it into a stepping stone for others. Because one spark of belief can light many fires, illuminating paths for generations yet to come. But the story doesn't end there. In the years that followed, Mr. Thompson's influence began to weave itself into the fabric of the community. Former students, inspired by his unwavering faith and innovative teaching methods, started to take on roles as mentors, teachers, and leaders in their own right. They carried with them the lessons learned not only about math, but about resilience, empathy, and the power of perspective. Maya, now a mentor, introduced additional layers to the failure map. She encouraged students to not only chart their mistakes, but to annotate them with reflections. What emotions they felt, what assumptions they challenged, and how each error pushed them closer to breakthroughs. This reflective practice deepened their self-awareness and fostered a growth mindset that extended beyond the classroom. Moreover, the community began to rally around the school, recognizing the transformative ripple effect of nurturing minds and hearts. Local organizations partnered with teachers to provide resources, workshops, and safe spaces for students to explore their potential. The once forgotten town started to hum with renewed energy, its future no longer written off, but actively shaped by those who believed in the power of education and mentorship. Mr. Thompson's approach also sparked conversations about how education systems measure success. Instead of fixating solely on test scores, educators began to value the process of learning, the questions asked, the resilience shown, and the collaborative spirit fostered. This shift encouraged a culture where mistakes were celebrated as essential steps toward mastery rather than stigmatized as failures. As more teachers adopted the failure map and its philosophy, classrooms across different subjects and communities transformed. Science experiments that didn't go as planned became opportunities to hypothesize anew. Writing drafts filled with edits were seen as journeys of expression rather than signs of inadequacy. Students learned that growth is not a straight line, but a winding path filled with detours, setbacks, and triumphs. Reflecting on his decades of teaching, Mr. Thompson often said, The greatest equation I ever taught wasn't in a textbook. It was this: belief plus perseverance equals transformation. His legacy lived on in every student who dared to see challenges as invitations rather than obstacles. So as you navigate your own path, remember the story of Mr. Thompson and Maya. Embrace your failures as teachers. Seek out mentors who challenge and inspire you. And if you have the chance, become that guiding light for others. Because education is more than knowledge. It's the cultivation of courage, curiosity, and community. In the end, the walls of that small classroom may have been worn and cracked, but the spirit within was vibrant and enduring. It was a testament to the idea that when one person chooses to believe in another, they don't just change a student's grade, they change a life, a community, and perhaps the course of history itself. The journey of mentorship is ongoing, a living chain of sparks passed from hand to hand, heart to heart. Every story of struggle met with support, every moment of doubt met with encouragement adds to the tapestry of human potential. And within that tapestry lies the power to transform not just individuals, but the world. So, when you face your next challenge, remember, it's not just a problem to solve, but a stepping stone to inspire. Be the mentor who sees potential where others see limits. Be the student who embraces failure as a path to growth. And together, ignite fires that will light the way for generations yet to come.